Hey everybody, welcome to Operation Workforce and Performance Management. So that sounds like an awful lot of stuff, and we're going to cover quite a few topics over the next 6 weeks, but don't panic, it's nothing undoable. And a lot of you will find that you've had some experience or exposure to various topics that we're going to talk about over the next 6 weeks. So on the left-hand side, you can see a number of important topics and things such as announcements, which your page should default to that when you open. Faculty and course information such as the syllabus and my contact information are located there. I encourage you to read both. Number of academic resources that might take you to references including APA formatting, which is important. And then the crux of the class you can see are the class question board, where you can pose general questions for the class, as well as anything else that you might need to know about related to the college. I may not be able to answer some of those questions, but certainly we can work on getting you the help you need. And then you can see each unit. And each unit, if you're not familiar with our class programs, each unit equals a week in length. So Unit 1, we're going to talk a little bit about the function of HR. We're also going to talk about measures and metrics and KPIs. And if you work in operations management, that may not be new to you because you're going to have unit defects and time to production and the different measures that come into play there. Just like in HR, we have time to fill and absenteeism rates and turnover rates. And we're going to discuss all of those. Unit 2, we're going to talk a little bit about talent management, and that includes everything from hiring to firing to retiring, and all those things within that framework. And then, of course, we're also going to talk about job descriptions and job analysis, which is important, and we'll talk about that more in week 2. Unit 3, we're going to talk about interviews. You've probably been subject to some type of interview. I've had a few students that say, outside of when I joined the military, I never had an interview, and that's okay. We're going to give you some exposure to different types of interviews as well as the pluses and minuses associated with each of those. So number 4 is compensation and classification, and those are becoming very important because everybody wants to be paid, and you'll find that there's all types of different types of compensation, as well as different compensation classifications, such as exempt, non-exempt. You may hear it referred to as salaried or hourly type employees. You may also hear about independent contractors, so a number of different things there. Unit 5, we're going to talk about motivation and learning, different ways to ensure that the workplace is motivated and engaged, which is important over those who are disengaged or even passively disengaged. And then, of course, Unit 6, we're going to talk about safety, and then a little bit about labor relations. And when I talk about labor relations, I'm talking about the unionized workforce. Now, before you stop listening and go, well, I'm never going to work for a unionized workforce, or I don't work for that, there's a lot of things that impact non-unionized workforces that relate to that. So that will come into play as well. So an exciting 6 weeks, a lot of information to take in, but hopefully you'll get some good information out of it and you'll enjoy it. If you have questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, I'm pretty active in the discussion boards and stuff, so I will see you there, and good luck.